Dale.
This it has boy beat.
Friends, welcome back to a new live episode of the Wisemen Say podcast. Ty Fisher alongside Jerald Lucas, who seems to have disconnected on accident, and Derik Abbott, who is normally the one that has computer internet troubles. Looks like him and Jerald have switched today. Derik, how are you, buddy?
I am doing pretty well. How about you?
It's another day in paradise. I would ask Jerald, but I think he's deep in thought right now. So yeah, I guess we'll wait until he pops back on stage. Yeah, not too bad, man. Just living the life. We have approximately 10 days
10.
until the Crew take the field in the Pacific Northwest against the Portland Timbers. I'm excited to watch this team play again.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see what this new team looks like. Excited to see Abu Ali finally get unlocked and whatnot. So just really quick, what are your thoughts heading into like this upcoming season?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. We haven't seen a lot, we don't really have a lot to go off of, which I think it's exciting because it's been, how many ever 3 years, give or take, since we've had that. And I think we'll have a lot of familiarity still, but it'll look certainly different. I think maybe in like the execution on the field, which will be exciting. And we have a fair amount of either new players between last year and this year that we'll get to see kind of what they can bring to the table. Or in some cases, like a Gazdag, like we might see a different version of him, or maybe something more similar to his Philadelphia days. So I think that'll be pretty cool to see. And yeah, I'm just excited to watch them play again. If they stream the preseason and friendlies and stuff, I would probably tune in and watch them just at this point because I'm just ready for some Crew soccer to be back.
They had a game today against Nashville and they lost 1-0. So
I saw that there was something about like a scrimmage or something going on, but I didn't realize that they were playing an actual team. I almost thought they were like playing each other or something.
No, they were playing they're playing Nashville. So unfortunately,
Now, I didn't know if we were going to talk about this, but I saw that Abu Ali has been training with the team, but he didn't play in this game, right? Or I know he played in that one versus Naples because we saw a photo or a video of him taking a PK, but he didn't play today, right?
So according to head coach Laurent Courtois, and I'll just actually put this up right now since we're talking about it. They were giving him maintenance to do, and I guess they didn't want to force anything with him today. Whether or not it has to do with that injury from towards the end of the season last year is beyond me. But he apparently did not play today. So that's all that we got. Obviously there might be
company line, new coach, same exact shroud of mystery with
well it wasn't even Rydstrom, it was Courtois, so it was just like so I would assume it was probably just precautionary, right? Because they were playing Nashville and it's a little more than a week until the new season. If something were to happen to him in the scrimmage, they didn't want to put the risk on him missing the season opener
Oh,
in
yeah, yeah.
Portland. So I'm thinking that's maybe what's happening, why he was not there, just doing maintenance work and trying to get fit. That's why he did not play today. Manny asked if we got the new kit. I did not get the new kit, not yet, at least.
I didn't
Um,
either yet.
I have a Vegas trip planned that I still have to pay for. So, Grayson, how are you, man? How are you? Welcome to the show. So, yeah, I mean that's what we were told today. So,
I'm
um,
okay with that, honestly.
yeah,
Like, he's our dude. We saw what he could do last season before he got injured. If there's any concern, literally whatsoever, about him from a health standpoint, keep him
hmm
out. Let's wait till the regular season. I'm fine with that.
yeah. Connor says recipes MLS fantasy gone too soon.
You're a fantasy guy, right? Like you play.
Yeah. I mean, I stopped playing after like week 5 last year, but no, I actually downloaded the Kickbase app that my buddy helped launch the company, Fabian. He helped launch that company. That's why he's in
Mm.
New York now. I actually downloaded the app and it's actually really super nice. The only thing though is to get live scores and all that, you have to have a membership. So, but I mean,
What's
it's
that run you? Do you know offhand?
um, I think um the cheapest I think is maybe $5.
Okay.
And then oh, wrong one again. I know I just saw it the other day. Of course, this already says I'm a pro, but that's wild. Oh my gosh, where did it go?
Maybe you got the inside because you know someone that you got like a gifted code or
Yeah.
whatever. You know they do that for like PlayStation and stuff.
Yeah. Here it is. Now it's a free trial. Okay, so monthly, the pro manager is $5 a month, the which gets you official play pictures, live points for your team, live points for all players. That's $5 a month. Gerald's back. How are you, buddy?
I'm here. Waiting on the laptop to reload. So
Gotcha. Um, Not going to sofa score. Too many spin the wheel ads. Try the app already, says Connor. And then member, which is the full experience. So you get everything in Pro Manager plus live points for all managers, live club ranking, starting 11 probabilities for all players, market value details. It's 100% ad free, and you can play up to 6 leagues for $10 a month.
Hmm.
Now, if you were wanting to do annually, the Pro Manager, which gets you all the stuff in the monthly, is $30 a year, and the member is $60 a year. It's honestly not that bad of a price.
That sounds pretty good for
Yeah,
annual, especially if you're big into um fantasy.
yeah. What I might do is once I get some stuff situated, I might do the member, the $10 a month, because I think, I mean, I and you choose 5 players, so you start with, I think it's 200 million or something like that, and I have 5 players already. Oh crap! So I have Yohei Takaoka, Max Arfston, um, Bombino from San Diego as my defenders. I have Evander in my midfield, and then I have Son and Messi as my
Wow.
2 strikers. So you choose 5 instead of a full 11. And you start with, I believe it's like 200 million, and they are absolutely, for me to get Son and Messi is, I still have $31 million left to play with.
Is that for the whole season?
This is my match day 1 rush lineup.
So is it one of the one? Is it a type where you pick every week
I
new
think,
players? So it's
yeah,
like
I
the
think so.
what am I thinking of? DraftKings does this. I forget what it's called. It's like daily fantasy.
I think so. Hang on, let
Okay.
me see if I can.
I've done that before with NFL. It sounds similar to it, where you have a certain amount of money that you can pick a certain amount of players, and then you just go up against this who gets the most points. So
Yeah,
that's probably a little bit different. That's a solid lineup.
and then I have 31 million left to play with.
Wild.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited to try it. Like I said, I might do the the pro one, just so I can have more insight on my players coming up. So Connor asked, what do you boys think about the new guy from Azerbaijan? I think he has a lot of potential, quite honestly.
Mm-hmm.
It would be interesting to see how he matches up with how he matches. I mean, I'm guaranteed a goal every week, pretty much. I'm guaranteed a goal and an assist. It'd be interesting to see how he matches up if we were to play two strikers on the field with Abu Ali or coming off the bench. So I'm excited about that. What do you guys think about him?
So from what I've read and what I've heard, he's a left-footed winger, but loves to play on the right and be able to cut left. So that whole, having him on that right side, I think that gives a new dimension to the attack, right? Being able to not only go, with the forwards like Herrera does, being able to go to that corner and then, cut back, and same thing like what Mo did before he got injured, is being able to take it to that corner and then do the little cutback. Mm-hmm. Now you got this new guy. I'm not about to butcher his name.
I would assume just by pronunciation, I was Akhundzada. I can't remember.
Listen, I'm not butchering it.
He starts scoring us some goals. We'll know real quick.
Akhundzada. That Akhundzada.
It's gonna be funny to hear Josh do this. Say his name over. On the PA.
Too, like the crowd trying to say his name when they say the first name of everybody, is gonna be pretty funny the first few times.
But being able to cut left is going to be big, because then now that allows like Max to cut into the cut right. It allows Diego. It allows Abu Ali. It allows different things.
Yep.
So
I think one thing to keep an eye on too is that what does that mean for someone like Mo Farsi? Like right now, you would pencil Mo in probably just because he's been in that position. But if this dude comes in, even off the bench to start off, and starts playing really well, or they change up the formation occasionally when he's in, I mean, there's definitely, that's something to keep on the radar of, does he start to earn more playing time?
Yeah. I think
we don't know coming off that injury for as long as he was on it. I mean, who knows where he's going to be at, honestly, unfortunately.
I think also, I mean, we talked about it with Courtois and everybody today. He's still working his way back. I mean, I honestly don't know how bad a sports hernia surgery is, because I've never had one. But if it's taking this long, it had to have been pretty significant for him.
Well, it all depends on where it was too.
True, that is also very true.
And we had reports last season that it was like in the pelvic area. So if you're talking in the pelvic area, you're talking right around that waistline.
Yep.
That, and they have to go in and cut, in the abdomen and at the waist. You're not able to do anything for, 4 to 6 weeks, before you can start to do any type of like jogging. You're really not supposed to walk too much.
Yep.
You got to wear a special like brace that it literally wraps it. It's a lot. It's that you have to wear the same type of brace after you get like bariatric surgery. And It's like it's a compression brace to keep, everything compressed so that scar can heal. Because if not, you're gonna have all your shit, hanging out, looking around like something from the Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. And I don't know if we ever like heard the official like timeline of like injury to when surgery was, but I could be off on it. But I thought that there was quite some time before they actually announced he was getting surgery. It was like middle of the summer into August before we heard that he was like getting a surgery, and he had been out for a while prior to that. So I wonder if it was a scenario where they thought that it would heal on its own, or maybe he had an initial surgery and then had maybe get a second one. I don't know. I mean, it seems like a long time, but again, I've never had one, so I would not be able to speak on
I mean,
recovery time by any means.
it's just like Rudy. Rudy had a surgery early on in the year, and
Yeah.
he was poised to come back right around like the end of May, first part of June, and then something happened in the rehab, and then next thing you know, it's like, oh well, he's out, for a little while longer. And then here it is, at the end of the season, like the last, 2 games, he got, playing time. So, I mean, that's 2 or 3 games. And then even in the playoffs, he got some playing time. So, it was just one of those things. I do think Mo had like he had a small procedure, but then, and then tried to come back, and then it just, they shut him down because it wasn't working.
Yeah. Connor said he had a surgery as a newborn and still has like a scar and stuff to it. So, I mean, you got to factor that stuff in too. If it's in an uncomfortable spot to begin with, and especially somewhere that's impacting if you're like walking. Walking, is probably the least that you can do. But if you imagine try to run and you have like even a scar that hasn't healed all the way, that's probably got to be wildly uncomfortable to where, it's going to take you a long time from a recovery standpoint. So, I mean, this is, that's a good point. And I think Connor said it earlier too about like trying to putting Herrera up there and, letting him play until Farsi's 100% and then having him earn his starting spot or time back, which I would think is probably the route they're going to go, without knowing much else. That would make sense that they would go that route just based on what we've seen from Herrera, obviously.
Sorry, I had to stand up. I was hurting.
Well, you guys are not going to like my take.
Oh boy.
About what?
Wait, hold on. Everybody hold on to your seats.
With how well Herrera has played, I think summertime he does get a permanent, we buy him permanently. And then we see how this U22 is, right? Don't be surprised if Mo comes back in like April, May, starts, to get back into playing shape, and they transfer him.
Yeah,
they sell him.
I can see that happening, quite honestly.
Especially if they want to bring in, maybe a center back in the summer. I mean, the window for MLS is still open, right? And then, the primary transfer window that, for Europe is, I think, is about closed, or almost closed. But then you have like your South American, you have your, I think your Mexican, you have your, and some of the other leagues that, you could go get somebody for right now. But if they want to make a splat, if Issa wants to get all the haters off his back and all the ones that are, crying to burn him at the stake, like he's from the Salem witch trials, they're gonna need to dump Aliu or another player, and then I would expect maybe they would also dump Mo, and get value, from him, unless Max leaves in the summer.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly I don't hate that take at all.
No, me neither. I think that's probably in line with what they're thinking is in some way, shape, or form.
Because we also have to think about it, right? We also have to think about Max is going to play. I'm pretty much going to say that he is going to be guaranteed a spot on the World Cup squad, right?
Mhm.
So they're probably going to entertain offers up until the transfer window. Once he gets named to the World Cup squad, it's going to be one of those things where it's like we didn't know that the game before Club America in what was that, Leagues Cup, was Lucas Zellerion's last game because nobody even knew about the whole offer from Saudi Arabia. Nobody knew about that until the day of the Club America game. That the game before that was Lucas's last game. Nobody's going to know about Max's last game being whatever it is before the World Cup break, and then he goes west to the West Coast for the World Cup. That's going to be his last game, because then once USA gets knocked out of the round of 16 of the quarterfinals, oh, by the way, Max Arfson has been transferred to, I'll just throw a team out there, Burnley of the championship. Right. So nobody's going to know that because it's all going to be done behind the scenes. So I really don't hate that take at all.
I think if you're going into this season, you want to see Max Starfson on the pitch in a Crew uniform, you should make sure that you're at that last game before they all depart for the World Cup and their national teams, because I think that's just realistic to think that's going to be the last time.
Yeah.
And of course, like we would love to keep him, but I mean, that's just not the nature of soccer in the MLS world right now.
I saw I think I can't remember. I saw a comment earlier.
Probably from Manny.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. Has coach talked about formations 4 in the back or a 5 back? We got a little bit of insight today from Camacho that they've been training with a 4 back and a 5 back. So it'll be it's
5 back would be
a 5 back would
a
be
short circuit to everybody's brain, because we may have done that at some time in the past, but not in my memory of
I've
the Crew.
never seen the Columbus Crew do a 5 back at all. I mean, unless you want to call being ultra defensive where you have Arfston and Farsi / Herrera back on defense, a 5 back, then sure, why not under Nazi? But I've never seen a team have 2 fullbacks and 3 center backs all on one line at all. I've never seen that happen. So, Jesus Christ.
It would throw us for a loop, and it would definitely throw other teams for a loop.
100%.
It would be like a shell shock.
100%. Jerald, you want to say something?
Oh, damn.
Lost his train of thought.
Yeah. No, because I mean the formations and all that. I mean, a 5-3-2 or a 5-2-3. Coming out like that. I mean, that's just insane. But
I kind of hope we played at least one game just to see what the heck it looks.
Oh my god! But I'll make a bold take right now. Max goes to Middlesbrough.
I was thinking that too. I mean, it's just
that's fair. Middlesbrough has sent in a couple offers.
Yeah,
but they are about to get promoted.
That certainly helps.
Are they in the playoffs? Are they in the auto?
No,
they're in an auto spot.
I think they're in an auto spot to get up to the Premier League. So they go up there to the Prem Watch them be able to spend that money to get Max.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Because I think once they
They're
get,
first.
where's Wrexham?
They're in the top
I-
6.
6. They're
They're in the playoff.
They're in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Which if they make it to, if Wrexham can make it to the Premier League with how low, with well, how far they've came since, Deadpool and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia bought the team, have gone from back to back to back promotions.
Oh, it'd be insane.
It's crazy. But as far as Max and Middlesbrough, I think Aiden is pushing that one.
I could see that.
Because going to the Premier League, you're going to need wingers. You're going to need wingers.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, I haven't watched any of their games, but it looks like their wingers suck ass. Sorry, any Middlesbrough fans, but yeah, I think Aiden's pushing that. But I look, Burnley isn't a bad one either. I can see him going to, or even over. I don't see a La Liga team, but or over there to the Bundesliga. I can see either the Premier or Bundesliga.
The whole around the Solid experiment failed. He's killing with his nephew and his captain of his boyhood club. Who's his nephew? Oh wait, because he's back at
Yeah,
the Pirates.
yep.
That team. No, I wholeheartedly agree because he was not happy getting out of that car when he was introduced in Saudi Arabia. I mean, he wasn't happy when he stood at the midway line, looked over at the Nordeca, and just sat there for like 30 seconds with tears in his eyes. He wasn't happy leaving Columbus.
Mm-mm.
But I mean, I have no idea. Whatever. That is one person. That is one player that actually kind of that got me crying in the press box.
I think we all were.
That was actually heartbreaking. I hated that day. And the fact that the announcement dropped in like 2 hours prior to game time.
That was
absolutely
Well,
stupid.
It just sucked the air out of the entire stadium.
100%.
The whole weekend, though, because they had a Meet the Team event at Franklin Park.
Oh,
and
great timing.
But see, he was there, right? And all of a sudden, as people were, coming up to his table where he was at, Bez whisked him away.
Oh, really?
From reports, and I think I could be wrong if he was there or not, but I believe Pat Murphy said he was there at the season ticket event, and he saw Bez and Zellerine get into an SUV, and they left midway through the whole event. So that right there, started the whole thing. And then, then when I think I was texting Ty, like the whole leading up to the game, like, what's going on? Have you heard anything? Then I get told, well, Pat said, there's nothing going on with him. And then all of a sudden, just like, I'm sitting in the parking lot, waiting to be let in. And, here comes the news, Lucas is on his way to Saudi Arabia. And it's like, what the flying fuck? Like, and I'm getting asked at the tailgate, like, well, what have you heard? Bro, this is news to me.
Yeah. They kept that so secretive. It was impressive, honestly, that they were able to keep something like that so secretive for so long until, like, literally up until it happened. That's just not a common thing see.
And this it is similar to what the Jackets did to Cam Atkinson. I mean, I was there at the draft party, and Cam signing autographs and whatnot, and all of a sudden they rotate out and Cam's gone, and the next day it's just like, oh, Cam Atkinson got traded to the Philadelphia Flyers. He was just there. He was just with us.
Yeah, I was there. Matter of fact, I was there that day too.
At the draft party?
Yeah, because I was in a cast. And I literally was walking in and I had a walking cast on. But I went and got a jersey.
A Cam jersey?
No, I went and got
man, that would have been like insult to injury right there. That would have been brutal.
But I got a Fanatics jersey, right?
Oh.
Fanatics, not Atkinson. I thought you said Atkinson too.
No, I was standing in line for Cam's table, right? And by the time I got up there, Cam was gone. Mark Letestu was there.
Great replacement.
Solid.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, fuck, Cam's gone, and I'm not about to go wait in any of the other fucking lines. So I went and found a seat, you know, because my leg was hurting, you know, with the cast and everything. I was tired. And yeah, I still got the jersey hanging up in the closet from that day with the lanyard on it for the draft party.
Yep. That was a brutal thing that they did to Cam. And now the Jackets are on a tear. My word.
Yeah.
They beat my favorite team. I was mad. So
Hey,
it is
I'm happy he retired a jacket.
Oh, 100%.
I'm happy he retired. And he's probably got a nice gig there in the front office.
He's around the team a lot. I've seen them post photos of him, the players and stuff. He's definitely involved in who knows what kind of way, but
he's also with the Columbus the AAA Blue Jackets hockey program or whatever.
The Monsters, Lake Erie Monsters.
Not the Monsters,
the union, like the youth.
I got you. Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
He has his own thing, doesn't he?
He has like a hockey academy.
Yeah,
that he does, but I think he's also around some of the youth ones, especially since they're building that new facility for the Columbus AAA Blue Jackets or whatever it is for the youth.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, Cam is, you know,
he's in Columbus. He's happy
solid guy.
Oh yeah.
I love how we just went from soccer to hockey.
We became a Blue Jackets podcast there for a second.
Right? Jerald, any other talking points from today that you would want to talk about? I mean, other than Laurent Courtois' homecoming.
God, it was so good to see him today. And the fact that we got to talk to the assistant coaches, I love that. But I'll say corner flags beware. You know, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the 2022 Eastern Conference Final for Crew 2 versus Toronto FC 2, which that was a long night.
Brother.
It was a brutal night that night. No, but the fact, you know, Jason's gone, right? You know, he's no longer here, and you know, he's off from the pictures. He looks like the Jason from 22 over there training with Toulouse, and you know, he got some minutes in the I think it was a loss against Angers, however the hell you want to say it in French. On Sunday, but he was on the bench for the Coupe de France, and the team moved on. You know, so I mean, he's fitting in over there. There's a video of him doing, you know, at a team event, you know, doing karaoke.
That was funny.
I know. I mean, it looks like he's fitting into their system, and somebody had another podcast for the crew had, who's your breakout player of the year, and I was like JRR, and I'm like, oh wait, he's not here anymore. I was like, but he'll be the breakout player for Toulouse. But as far as my picks, I said Yevon or Herrera. So I mean,
I like those.
I just liked and to touch on what Courtois said today, about the pups, the young cappies that have came from Crew 2 to the first team, and they're making names. They're either still with the club or they've moved on and are still, are making names for themselves still. But just to see the development here, it's just a testament to the pathway that Columbus has.
Connor says, "Do we trade Jamal now that we got the new guy, or does Jamal stay?" Jamal stays.
And it's taken me a minute to get used to having Jamal Diarra here, but I mean he's a solid veteran.
Mm-hmm.
He did 5-6 goals
One of
last
those
season.
one of them that shouldn't have counted, but hey, that's just.
Hey,
I'll hop on that soapbox another day.
Hey, we've had some of those, so.
But let's give in context that he exited the field without the referee's permission. Just saying.
Which
yeah, like I said, I'll jump on that soapbox another day.
Yeah, but I think he's a solid veteran.
You need those guys,
Yeah, 100%. I think that's pretty much all from preseason. Quite honestly.
I mean, they lost 1-0 to Nashville.
Yeah. Rudy Camacho's back, obviously. He's been training, I would assume been playing in some of the friendlies. So, I mean, nothing really much from else. Who else I think it's sold or loaned this year? Go ahead.
I'm anxious to, when we talk to Coach when he comes back, if he allowed some of the young guys and what his assessment of them in a friendly match. It's not a full game speed. Well, it's game speed, but it's not a match like that.
Yeah.
Like a regular season match. But I'm anxious to see if any of those guys, got some playing time.
It sounded
Tristan
I saw I don't remember, someone retweeted it, so I don't remember who the original source is, but it sounded like somebody said that when Nashville scored their one goal, a lot of the younger guys were on the pitch at the time. I don't know when that goal was scored during that game, but
first half.
Okay. So I mean they did get playing time, so it'll be good to hear what, we know they did in some kind of capacity. So to your point, Jerald, that'll be nice to see what came of that.
And I still think Tristan is on track to make an impact also this year.
Is that Canada Dry?
Oh yeah, Zero Sugar Canada Dry is the bomb.
I don't know why. ADHD moment. Sorry.
No, I'm drinking these all the time.
I was like,
oh, I love
Canada
them.
Dry. Connor says I can see Adams getting a season loan back to Crew 2.
I don't think so.
I mean, he's been on the. He's had development time there.
Yeah.
I thought we would see more of him last year, especially when we didn't have a Boualier. We didn't, we brought in Gazdag, but I thought for sure we would see a little bit more of him than what we did. If we did,
he was gone. He was traveling. He was with the U.S. Youth National team.
He got loaned
for most of the year,
or he was on there. Yeah. And I mean, frankly, next summer, scratch that. Never mind. I'm not going to continue. It was a wrong take. Never mind.
Okay. All right, fellas. Anything else that we want to talk about?
How big is it going to be for the Prestes family? Seeing, Tom played here with the Crew. Now his son Owen, full circle, is on the first team now.
That's pretty cool. I mean, hopefully they if he gets playing time too, they talk about that more, because that's the first I really even thought about that. But I mean, that's a great story. Obviously, they need to highlight that when the time comes, that he starts getting playing time.
I got to talk to Owen for the Open Cup when they, I think after, I think it was the week of the first match for Open Cup that Crew 2 was in. And I asked him about, is there anything that, his dad, any pointers for this tournament, for the Open Cup. And he kept showing off the Open Cup ring. So, he
understands the importance in his family of the Open Cup for sure.
Well, I mean, and not only that, but he's also a USL champion too.
Oh,
he got loaned out to Hartford, where his brother played as well. And, he made a little bit of an impact there, but, he won a USL championship. So you bring that back to a championship caliber team like Columbus. Now you got pressure on you. But I think it's to me, I feel like it's a big thing for the Prestes family to go full circle, where his dad was there and now he's on the first team and about to carry that black and gold crest now on the first team.
Love that.
All right. I guess we get to the good stuff now, huh?
Yeah.
Tier rankings, MLS kits have been dropped. All 30 between 2 days have been released by all clubs and showcased on MLS and their club's respective website. So without further ado, what we're going to do, obviously, fellas, we did this last year. We've done it multiple times. We are going to why?
Some fan of some team knowing that we're going to trash their team's kit has infiltrated the system.
I know, right? Are you switching over?
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, what we're going to do, we are going to pull up the kit on the front on our little overlay here.